Afternoon. How are we doing today? Excellent.
Kirk, how exciting is it for you when you see a kid like Ian Kennedy get his 20th win in the season?
Honestly, I'm thinking about the team, and he is too. And obviously, a lot's made of the 20th win. It's been huge for us. I think we've won 75% of his starts, 16 starts with one run or less. So I tend to look at the team side of it, and we're very focused on the task at hand here. But appropriately so, we recognized him when he came in off the field last night as a team, and well deserved. But I mean, you feel good for anybody that, because you try and encourage people to do things, make adjustments. I think the way I worded it a long time ago was change your comfort zones. And when they are able to have success, it validates the things that you're trying to get them to do, and for a good reason. And the residual to all of his individual accomplishments is good for the team. Certainly stepped up as the number one guy.
And his relationship with Maggie, working relationship, has really grown. They've been on the same page all year long.
The interesting thing about that was, I don't know if you guys may remember last year, it was just the opposite. And Ian and Miggy really were butting heads last year. And Ian came into my office and we talked about it and encouraged him to communicate with Miggy. And really, that was the start of what's going on this year. And I talked to Miggy yesterday after pretty much you guys were almost gone, and it's a joy for him to catch. They're pretty much on the same wavelength. He trusts Miggy. Miggy puts a target there. He misses it very, very few times. And he's got a lot to work with. I probably threw 5, 6 curveballs last night, but we probably remember them, right? Very impactful on the game. Throws his changeup anytime. Used his secondary stuff. 8th inning came out, threw mostly fastballs, elevated. And all of a sudden you're seeing 92, 94. So they understand what they're doing together out there, and it's virtually why I've left them together all year. They have to more? Oh, I think they do. Yeah, I think it's just communication, and it's important in many things, and really our life, society, on a baseball field. Have to learn each other, understand what you're thinking, what I'm thinking, what he's thinking, and just kind of mesh that all together, and then trust it, stick with it, and like I said, when you have success, it validates everything.
You said, what kind of thing did you do last night when you came off the field?
Just when he came in, the team, we all just gathered in the clubhouse and said a few words and allowed him to say a few things, and we wanted to we recognized him for what he had just accomplished, and the bigger, it was a big win for us. 1-0 win. He picked us up, and he's done so all year.
It's rare that you see a trade work out so well for all three teams, huh?
It has. It's Detroit's happy, Yankees are happy, Diamondbacks are ecstatic.
And the pie in the face never gets old, does it?
I haven't gotten it, so I got a pie in the face one time on the Nike. I was a rookie on the Nike trip in like 1985, I'm going to say, and I chased the guy down and got his ass. So I don't really like it. It was Ron Say. Whatever. I don't get even. I get ahead.
What has Charlie Nagy done with this staff? I mean, just so low key, but yet you see guys just go for consistency. It's been a real calming relationship, it appears.
The results speak for themselves. He's very good at working with these guys, and if you guys don't really watch him when he's in the bullpen or have an opportunity to listen to him talk, Charlie's a very intense competitor. You probably wouldn't think he is, okay? But he is very, very, very intense, like the rest of my staff. He's got a very good way about himself, though he's always keeps his composure. He has a good delivery, and he really spends a lot of time on how to deliver, so he gets results. And then just as far as looking at a team, scouting them, preparation, and delivering that to his staff, he's excellent. And yeah, I knew when I hired Charlie that he didn't have a lot of experience, but something told me he would be a star in what he does. And he's not looking for credit or anything like that, but he's very, very, very talented. He's huge. He's one of many guys that are huge to what's going on this year.
So 8 games to play, there's 5 or 6 teams still in the race in the National League. How do you keep all the personalities in check and manage these guys going out every night and just focus on one game?
They all have the same goal. They're all on the same task. There's no personality conflicts at all. They pull together. It's a joy. It's easy. We put our work in, and we're getting down to the end here. This is very pressure-packed every day. They're more and more every day, and we talked about it a long time ago, and you have to enjoy it. You can't run from it. We're fortunate to be one of the guys that are still defending, to having our hat in that ring. Last year wasn't that way, so it's a much different feeling. It's much more exciting.
Where do you see the Goldschmidt and over-base roles maybe panning out at first base for Silver?
He may get a spot start here or there. Pinch hitter off the bench. But I pretty much, my guys, I've been playing a pretty set lineup.
You're gonna go with Goldschmidt and the rest of the way.
I didn't say that, but I said I pretty much are going with the same guys. But I mean, I'm not going to tell you. I might play him tomorrow. I mean, he was,
Spot start.
like I said. Did you check the numbers out yesterday?
Yeah.
Huh? And I went with Goldie.
Right.
But I mean, he's not. Goldie's going to get the majority of the time, as long as everything's fine. He's physically okay.
But over-base, nice option.
He's a great option. He has experience. He's left-handed. He's a very good defender. He's very helpful. Our bench is good. Our bench is good just when you have the guys like Overbay on the bench while the game's going on, the conversations are going on, looking for certain things. And, he's been really good for Goldie. Again, if you watch those guys in warm-ups, they communicate a lot. We have a real giving group.
As a player, you really thrived in pressure situations. Are you enjoying as a manager watching how those guys are handling this and also coming through in those types of situations?
Whenever we win, I enjoy it. When you lose, it's disappointing, yet I think we talked a little bit about this yesterday. It's a time to measure yourself. You have to keep your composure. You have to press on. We're not always going to succeed in these situations, but we right now we want to get the magic number down to 0, and beyond that, we'd like to gain home field advantage. And it's no coincidence around the league how things have tightened up in the last week, because there's just different psyches and there's different things that happen on different teams, and it's always been that way, and it always comes down to something. So it's time. You get as much sleep as you can. It's exciting when you wake up. It's exciting to come to the ballpark. It's exciting to have the challenge of coming out and being successful tonight.
Talking about the psychology of all that, do you have enough guys, veteran guys, in the clubhouse that have been here and experienced that they can share that with the other guys?
We're going to find out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that. We have who we have. We're in a great position. Time will tell.
How is X doing?
Well, I think he's going to be getting an X-ray to see if he can start swinging fairly soon. I think he's starting to do some grip stuff, but he's a ways off. He's chomping at the bit. Marquis is in here. He's trying to get another X-ray. Those guys are all, they're excited to be around, but they're disappointed that they can't play right now.
Did he Marguerite playing fun, in the end?
Good, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kirk, in a season that's been so full of positive things, how did you react to the news today that
Well, actually, we knew in San Diego, and I don't know about you, but cancer is so prevalent in my world. I just had my sister-in-law just died recently when we were in Detroit. It's just a reality. So all you can do is lend a helping hand and support. In any way you can, be a friend. Derek's strong. He's very upbeat about it. I texted Derek, and when I heard and wanted to encourage him to put himself first, told him everything else was secondary, and he emailed me back immediately and said, "Got it, team first." So I mean, that's just how he is. You know, he's tough. He's got a good attitude. He's great support. And yesterday, JJ pulled all the guys together and stretched yesterday, and when they talked about it. But it's a very real situation that surrounds every day, and whatever any of us can do for current situations, future situations, any way that we can help manage this terrible disease that is just all among us. We're all open to that, and it just seems like the awareness is becoming more and more prevalent, and we all, I think, are getting more involved in trying to find a solution.
How long ago did your sister-in-law pass away?
So when we were in Detroit, I saw her on Friday. She died on Saturday night. I don't remember the date. What's that?
From cancer?
Yeah.
Well, that's
I know many other people. A really good friend of mine up in northern Michigan died last week, Friday, pancreatic cancer. So it's, you know, there's people amongst us right here. We're going to get cancer. So we're going to be strong. My sister-in-law, when she first got it, their first round, she tried to be the tough girl and do it alone, but it doesn't work good that way. Unfortunately, when we became involved, when we forced our way in, she was fighting a losing battle. But you just have to force yourself to be there and pray for miracles, and encourage them to have a strong mind to push through to the end. And I've seen miracles happen when it comes to that too.
Derek is a real positive guy. He seems to be a very positive force in the clubhouse. Can you talk about what he means for this team?
Well, he's the leader. You know, Ken's the general partner, and he's here most of the time. But Derek, I mean, he's the president of the club. I mean, he's the guy one of the guys who believed in me. I've known him way back since the Dodgers. He does everything. He's got his hand on everything. He's tireless at it. And I used to get in to work out in spring training at around 5:30. Derek could always be on the treadmill, and you know, he works out, and then starts in his daily responsibilities, which everything that happens within a major league ball club, which I'm not sure everybody understands what that entitles. And he's just a great leader for all the employees here. When I came here and got to experience Derek, watching him, how he runs the Diamondbacks organization, I thought of Peter O'Malley, and that's who taught him. And Peter O'Malley was just an exceptional owner. From when I came from Detroit and I went to Peter O'Malley, it was like, wow. I mean, the O'Malley name, and he's, you know, Sparky Anderson was my mentor. Peter O'Malley was Derek's mentor, and he's certainly making Peter proud, and he does a great job, and the morale around here is exceptional, and it's people first, people and families first. Okay, thank you.